Yo, what's up? So this one is just gonna be like what I consider like my 10 most underrated Marvin Gaye songs, and I just had to like kind of surmise them because I was thinking, Marvin Gaye's one of my all-time favorite artists, and I was thinking, man, this is gonna take a while because he's got so many songs. One of the songs that I'm gonna start off with that I think is underrated that deserves more love is "Love Party." And every time I hear this song, it's a trip. Like it don't really even kick that button till like the 3 minute mark, but that's when that chorus kicks in and he hits that note and then that vamp and then that crazy frenzy of that last minute. It is truly some ecstasy with that. I mean, I just love the way that song builds and it just grooves. It's truly incredible song. Love the groove, his voice, his that was just something else. Love that song. Love that song. Next song that I'm gonna pick for my Marvin Gaye 10 is You Sure Love to Ball. Sexual metaphoric song, but it's just the way the strings and the music of the vocality of the song just is hypnotic and it just really seduces your ears and your mind. And he did that metaphorically without being graphic, as a lot of artists would later become. So he truly had a way of just putting it there. He would say stuff on the monotones. He had a way of putting it down. So I love the blues aspect of the track and the feel of the track. So that was one of them songs that I dug a lot. Next song is Come Live With Me Angel, which I've always loved the romanticism and the stark, and then it was a dark, haunting tone in that song. And yet, again, him and metaphors and the whole style is just truly incredible. Marvin Gaye truly had a visual way of being haunting, even if he was trying to be sentimental. The next song, Since I Had You, which I've always loved this song. It's like reuniting with someone that you broke up with and y'all trying to recapture that moment and that feeling. And this song, is big. It's more big in Marvin fan land than it is in general, but it was truly a great song. Love the harmony and the tone and the music and the build up and the vulnerability. That's what I've always loved about it. Next song is You Can Leave, But It's Gonna Cost You. And that's from the Hear My Dear album, where he paid his ex-wife quite royally. It's 40 years ago. And this album got paying back in the day. The funny thing about it is, I tell you something, regardless of how you feel, the arrogance or whatever it is, you don't really understand that album until you go through some stuff on your own personal course. So I had to give, you know, incredible song, incredible feeling. Next song is Midnight Lady. And love the groove of the song, love the feel of the song. It truly takes you on a high, and it was definitely a way of strong start off an album, and he really was getting his feel on with this cut. So I really was feeling that cut. The next song is Why Did I Choose You from his Vulnerable album, which came out in 97 posthumously, of course, 13 years after his passing. But this was a touch on his takes on standards from the 60s, and his voice had matured. His first attempt at it didn't really move me at all, but that late 60s, especially when his beard and his expressions, and when he went back to revisit, you could tell when you heard the growth and the harmony, you saw a man who had been through some things, and he definitely was coming into his own with this one. So this is one of those standards that he really put his heart and his foot into it, and Marvin Gaye sounded great on that song. Next song I chose was Sanctified Lady. And this song was a trip when it came out in 85. And let me tell you something. It's like, man, if you want to see what if Marvin Gaye had lived and say he worked with R. Kelly and they teamed up on a song that was like define the sacred and the profane, this is Here You Go. He has some songs on it. But this cut had a funky bite to it. And it's almost like Marvin Gaye channeling Richard Pryor, and then you meet R. Kelly later. That's how I would best describe it. But it has a groove to it, and it's got this haunting chorus and the feel of it. And that was something else, you know. I hear that song. That song hit you like a ton of bricks, but it was a cut. It was one of them songs you ain't gonna soon forget. You know, he did it. Next song is My Last Chance. That's from the box set that came out in '90. I've always loved the vulnerability, the nuances, the way he sung a song with the urgency, his feeling, his tone. Marvin Gaye truly had a way with words and truly made you feel where he was coming from. So, I always admired that quality about him. Um, you know, um, one of the best to ever do that. So, definitely saying it though. The last song that I chose was Pieces of Clay. And this was on the box set from '94, and I bought the Marvin Gaye the Masters. I'll never forget I got it because I used to keep the liner notes. I'll never forget that opening notes on that. One of them great unheard songs. And that's the thing about Marvin Gaye. I mean, where he was channeling, he cut so many tracks, and there was so many things that you could feel the way he felt the earth, the way he felt the move. So this was a very powerful, potent song, and I love the sentiments and the metaphors. He definitely had a way of structuring and the way he was trying to channel his music and channel his feelings and his where he was going. And he definitely, put something on your mind um, with where he was coming from. So I definitely enjoyed it a great deal. It was very moving song, um, very touching song to say the least. So um, definitely want to get at that. Those are my 10 underrated Marvin Gaye songs. Could have been many, many more because the guy has so many songs. I mean, he even though I don't really get down with the Star Spangled Banner, the what he did at the '83 NBA All Star Game in LA, he turned that mother out. I mean, Magic and them were feeling it, and that's one of the best versions of it ever. All due respect, with Whitney a close second, but Marvin Gaye put that reggae beat on there and turned it out. He definitely put some soul to it. All right, that's my take. Peace.